Hey sister, I'm gonna try to repair this little coat thing I have. It's black, the armpit's ripped out, like so. So I'm just gonna pin it together and then I'm gonna repair it and kind of show you little by little.
So we have this hole, and there's like a seam going up and down, a seam going to the sides. I'm just gonna pin the seam together to keep it from wiggling around, and then I'm gonna run it through the sewing machine. I'm just gonna go all the way across.
Okay, so I think the most challenging part of doing this video is actually getting the camera in the right spot. Considering I think I'm using an iPad now. So this is definitely by far the most challenging part of this video making process. So I've got it all pinned. I've got my sewing machine locked and loaded. And I'm just gonna sneak this guy. This is so awkward. Okay. I'm like literally looking through the camera to see what the heck I'm doing. It's a little weird. Another thing I need to do is I need to choose which stitch I'm going to use. So I kind of already experimented with this sewing machine to see what kind of stitches I could do. So I'm probably going to do a zigzag stitch. Nothing quite this fancy. Probably either this one up here or this one. I mean, those actually might even be the same one. I don't know. I'm going to like look at what I have. Yeah, like the stitches on this guy are over here. I mean, it's an old sewing machine. But I probably will want to use this one because of the kind of edge it is. There's this zigzag stitch up here and these guys up here. But if I turn this little guy to the stretch stitch, it's a stretchy t-shirt material that I'm repairing. So I would want to use one of these. So it will have give to it, and hopefully won't rip open again. So let's try to sew. This is this is funny. Okay, I'm almost tempted to turn it the other way because no, this will be fine. This will be fine. I just don't like starting on this bump. I kind of want to start from up here. Decisions. No, I think I'm just gonna. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can always rip it out if I don't like it. Get back. Okay. Let's see if I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Yeah. Let's try it. Shall we? This is terrible. Okay, let's get this guy out. There we go. We got problems. I just noticed this. Alright, I'm gonna fix that. Attempt 2 different camera angles so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Alright, let's give this a shot. Ooh. landed right on the needle right away. Oh, boy. Let's back up. Oh, jeez. Trials and tribulations. What the heck? Oh. This is the underbelly of the beast. Okay, the good news is technically it's fixed. Albeit the shabbiest work I've probably ever done. I'm going to have to trim this away. This is a little rat's nest right here. But it's fixed. I'm going to trim off all that stuff. That's pretty funny. And this guy, well, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why it's clogging. It's probably a tension issue. It usually is a tension issue because I had sewed a couple things before and it did just fine. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to fiddle with it. But, yeah, that was pretty funny. Pretty awkward. But that's kind of like crafting, I guess. You know, you run into stuff, and when you're dealing with sewing machines, this is a new sewing machine to me. It's a fickle mistress. I have to learn her ways. I still don't know quite a bit about it. So it's going to be a process. And hopefully it won't take me too long to figure it out. Because I actually really like sewing it when the machine is cooperating. It's kind of like a little bit I don't know, meditative, I guess. You can just get in that zone and just plug along, and you can consume your mind. You know, you're not thinking about all the stupid stuff in life. So you just get totally absorbed in the task, and I like that. Okay, that's better. But I'm glad I didn't break my needle. I was afraid I'd broken my needle, but I didn't, so that's good. So I'm going to put this foot back on. I haven't done this before. How do you go on there, buddy? Is it this way? Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, shoot. Oh, it looks like it goes that way. This machine has a bunch of other feet, too, that I haven't figured out how to use. So that should be fun when I have a zipper foot that I want to learn how to use. And then there's some other feet. I have no idea what they are. I need to look them up. Okay, I totally did not do that right. Oh, I know where it's supposed to go. I see why it's not working now. But yeah, trial and error. I hope you're doing good on your project, sister, because this was all very last minute, and when I realized that my camera phone wasn't going to be that great, you kind of need your hands to do hands-on stuff. Plus, there's like no storage space on my phone because there isn't. I have too much music on there, and then I haven't taken it off because my computer is new. I had to anyway, it's a long story. Essentially, I'm not prepared to empty off all the music on my phone. Here's another repair I wanted to do. It's an infinity scarf that ripped on the seam, and I wanted to fix that. I fiddled around with the sewing machine quite a bit, and I think I've got it working. I put some different thread in it. I think I had my needle backwards, which is silly, but I think that's, yeah, I should probably Google it. But anyway, another thing I've noticed is that in here, it just keeps getting caught. I don't know why. That the hook goes around. There's like a hook in there. It goes around, it grabs the thread, and the thread like gets stuck over here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've just kind of been fiddling with it, hoping that it won't clog up on me again. What had also been happening is that this top thread here had been breaking, which is why I switched to threads, because I thought maybe the thread I was using is too thick for the needle that I have, and I didn't really honestly need a huge thick thread for what I was doing. So for this, I pinned along the edge, and I think I'm just going to end up sewing along this thick part here. And it means I'll lose a little bit of length, but not much. Hopefully it'll work out. About an inch from the frayed edge, if I play my cards right. Yeah, I don't know, maybe a centimeter. I don't know, maybe I'm being too generous with the inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch maybe. And the hope is that I'll go in far enough. I don't know, I might repin it. No, I think it'll be okay. We're just going to try it. Repin it, see how the seam holds. The old seam was quite dense, so this might just be, I might be overly optimistic here. I don't know. I might have to fold it again. Make a seam and then fold it on itself and make another seam just to for added structural strength. We shall see. Okay, I switched sewing machines because this fabric's really thick and I wanted something a little sturdier than the other machine, which is clogging up on me an awful lot. So I just switched to my Sturdy Singer. It just does a straight stitch, so hopefully I won't run into any problems with this machine. Let's give it a go. Back up a little bit. Oh my god. Getting caught on stuff. This fabric's really loopy. Okay, I gotta watch it. Okay, so that's the side I sewed, and then this is the right side. It worked, but I do think I should probably take this edge and fold it and do another seam, because all of this loose stuff can just rip out and it can just reopen. So we'll just kind of take all this fluff and fold it under. And then I'll sew along this thick edge here, and that'll clean it up too. It'll make it less visible. So I'm going to do that along the whole edge. Okay, so I've pinned it all out of the folded seam. Hopefully it all goes to plan and doesn't get caught up in my sewing machine. It's a little thicker now. Okay, let's see what we do here. Close my threads out. I really do love this sewing machine. It only does one stitch, but boy does it do it so well. Okay. Okay, it's all sewed. Let's look at the other side. You can't even see the seam on this camera. This camera is not so great. Looks good. Infinity scarf is officially repaired. Awesome. Well, I repaired two things. An infinity scarf. So cozy. And the armpits of this, do we call it a cardigan? No, shrug. It's too long for, I don't know what you call these. Don't know the proper word, but armpit holes. There were actually two of them, but I didn't show the second repair on camera because I was still struggling so much with the Kenmore sewing machine. But fix this one. Da-na-na. And there's more things I need to repair, which maybe for another video. This is really just I have to reinstall some straps for this dress. This skirt here has a drawstring at the top, and as you can see, the drawstring is poking out at funny places, so I was thinking I could just create a new seam and then run a new drawstring. Anyway, that's another project. Then there's this dress here, which got eaten alive by heat, so I was thinking I could just shorten the hem, make it a really short skirt. And then there's like another skirt with another hem issue, tear at the bottom, another hemming project maybe. And then I have a shirt that's like, it has a seam at the waist and the seams come apart, so that's like another repair. Again, I think this is good for the first video. Overall, filming with the iPad is weird because I want to look at the screen, but the camera's on this side, so I'm trying to look at the camera. Plus, trying to give a good position the camera in a good spot is challenging too. For a while, I was like, had my arms around the camera because I was trying to have the sewing machine on the other side of the camera. It was just awkward, but fun to try. I'm learning. I'm glad I got to do this. I'm excited to do more. I'm excited to see what you're gonna make, large or small. Either way, I'm excited. And Ella says hi. I'm dragging her into the video because who doesn't like a cute puppy? What else? I kind of want to do, I don't know, I kind of want to do something that isn't just repairing clothes, which is still an important project that needs to be done. But at some point I'd like to make a new item of clothing. I also want to do more painting. I have a painting I need to finish. I need to learn how to, well, there's just a bunch of things I need to do. Plus, video editing is challenging, and I didn't find a video editor I liked very quickly. Right now I'm going to try Adobe Spark. I might change it. I'm going to use Adobe Spark for right now just because I've used it once before. But I need to find a different video editor because I would like more options. Anyway, sister, I love you much. I miss you, and I look forward to seeing your video in a couple weeks. Mwah!